Hello everyone, welcome back this Saturday morning, almost afternoon. This is Rose. Welcome to my channel, and I am showing you some of the items I recently purchased, and I hope you like them as much as I do. I'm so excited to be able to use them with my pen pals. So I love coffee. I do believe I mentioned that a couple of times. And so what I did was I got some stickers, some coffee stickers. And so there are 45 in this one. I got it from Amazon. And I absolutely adore these. I'm so thankful that they actually send duplicates, because sometimes I send these to my pen pals and then I'm just like, oh, I wish I could keep some. But this way I get to keep them. So, and these are all coffee themed. And at first I wonder, it's like, what in the world is going on with the, what's with all the flowers? And then I had to realize that the flowers are from the different plants. So, I don't know what's wrong with my focus today. There we go. So, these are so cute. I am so happy to receive these. So I got these yesterday in the mail. And I love that some of them have the antique look to them, because, you know, antique and vintage are what I like. So I love these. And I'm not going to show you all of them because it can become very repetitive and boring. And Lord knows I do not want to do that to you all. So I'm going to just show you a couple more. So these are my coffee ones. So what I try to do with my pen pal letters when I mail them out is I try to have a theme with them. So some of my pen pals, all we do is trade recipes. That's it. So what I do for them is I create a menu. And then within that menu, like if I'm sending them appetizers, light meal, whatever, you know, I just mark it like a menu. Others, we do swap letters, but we also include recipes. And with those, I just put them on regular recipe cards, and that's it. Now, I received this one last month, but I received it as a one-off by itself. So I wasn't going to do a whole video just on one. But this one is antique, vintage, and I love it. It would make sense just to open it from the other side to get it to come out. So a rose and an anchor. Come on. There we go. Old style typewriter. Clock. And again, I'm not going to go through all of these. They are duplicates, you know, like I stated before. And I noticed that on some of these old style ones, they send butterflies. And I'm wondering if that was during the Victorian era, where people were collecting butterflies and actually had them in their homes. I don't know. I don't know what I'm trying to say, but I found it interesting. And then I have a vintage style key. Come on. So, and then of course, whenever I see these hourglasses, it always reminds me of the movie Time Bandits. I don't know if you've all ever watched that. That is a very, you know, the 80s hit different. when it comes to their PG-13 movies, because that one right there, even though it's got Sean Connery and I forget the guy, he's a little person and he's always in a movie, and later in life they normally had him playing like an elf or a buffoonish dwarf, which I really did not like. And if the B word offends anybody, I'm sorry. But that's normally how they had him. Okay, so these are my washies. And I will post stills of after I have swatched them out in my washi book. I will post stills on Instagram. So I have about 60. It's a total of, actually, you know what? I did already post these on Instagram yesterday. What am I talking about? But I posted the picture. So yeah, I will post the, once I've actually unfurled them and put them in my washi book. And there's a total of 60. And this one, I have a pen pal. She loves constellations and she loves or just constellations and celestial stuff. So I actually purchased this with her in mind, so I'll be able to send her letters designed like that. And this one is called a coffee themed one, even though there's only 2 in here. This one and this one have coffee. This is cinnamon and honey on this one. Floral. Some weird bird design. Floral. Antique number decal, or actually these are butterflies. Antique number decals. Just something to say. And then these right here are separated out because these 2 have a vintage map look to them. Vintage bottles. Vintage labels for bottles. And just some kind of design. I don't know. And then the last thing I got yesterday, because I do believe I made mention about this before. I have about 5 pen pals who are into Halloween, and I absolutely adore Halloween. Like, Halloween is my jam. It is what I love. It is the most wonderful time of the year, and you can sing that like Bing Crosby if you want. And I'm going to show you something, because one of my pen pals, she asked for us to send, if we wanted to be pen pals, just send her, her only stipulation is everything had to be decorated Halloween. So this was my first letter from her. And I was just like, oh my God, this is absolutely amazing. And yeah, so this was hers. And and the original one I sent to her, I was just like, there's no way mine is as good as this. But she has this thing down pat. So, but one thing I do have that she absolutely loved is I do the vintage vintage, what do you call those things? Postcards with the vintage comic book covers. And so that's what I sent to her. And I just sent her another one. So hopefully she'll like that. And there's another sheet. And these were the Martha Stewart 90 piece. And there are 3 sheets. I've already used most of the other one. And I made something for her. So now I've got something for all the rest of mine. And I have in my... Oh, this came from her as well. I thought this was too cute. So anyway, so I have coming from her, or coming... Yeah, I cannot speak today. Please forgive me. My gosh. So what I have are these. I have some other Halloween postcards, and I have some other Halloween washi coming. And then that's what I will use with my other letters. But anyway, saying all that to say, this is what I got yesterday. And, you know, the one other one, this one I got last month. But I'm excited, and I hope that my pen pals like them. I don't film pen pal writing letters, mainly because it can take me anywhere from 30 minutes to 45 minutes to craft just one letter, because I'm thinking about things or I'm researching something. And to be perfectly honest with you, I always have to go through my... I keep this beside me because sometimes I think I know how a word is spelled and I have to look it up. And so that's what I do. I have this beside me, and then I have my recipe book, because like I said, we trade recipes. So this is my recipe book, and I have recipes that I've collected. Some that I've modified myself, like the spinach dip. You know, no mushrooms because I'm allergic, no pork because for health reasons. But everything else, and I'm not even supposed to be eating dairy, but I do. So I'll go ahead and suffer for the dairy, but not for the pork. But anyway, so that's the kind of stuff that I do. And so I don't ever want to film one of those writing of pen pal videos, because it would take me a long time to film, and then I'd have to edit it and to take out probably what could be a year, not a year, sheesh, an hour's worth of work. I just really don't feel like it. And then also I listen to either other YouTubers while I'm creating, or I listen to music, and I don't want to get a copyright strike. So anyway, that's enough babbling from me. I hope you enjoyed. And, you know, as always, if you feel depressed, if you feel that nobody's listening to you, if you feel that there's just no point in living and you want to give up, but you want to give it one last shot before you do and take matters into your own hands, please know I am available. If you want to chat, you can always go into my emails. It will always be kept between you and I. You'll never see me down the line years later like, oh, this is something that somebody emailed to me, or oh, I got this in a DM. Not going to happen. I believe that people who put your trust in others to assist them through a tough time, it should be honored, and it should be kept between just the two of you. So again, if you ever feel that there's no way out, that nothing is working, and just maybe one last time you want to talk to someone, feel free to message me. Again, it'll always stay private. But anyway, other than that, I hope you all stay safe, wear your masks, wash your hands, and happy journaling, happy stationary pen paling, all of that. Take care. Bye.